Okay, what feels like take 47, even though this is take 4 for the intro. What is going on, guys? Espresso Shucko here, and today I am hitting the ladder with a fun Defiant Tornadus idea that I came up with. Well, someone's probably been crazy enough to do it before me, but hey, this is the idea that I came up with. We are going to use coaching Pheramosa to bolster either Tornadus or Metagross by giving them a +1 into both their attack and defense stats. Either one of those could be a great candidate to Dynamax. If Tornadus Dynamaxes, it can give speed to anything that comes in for Pheramosa, because Pheramosa is extraordinarily frail. So, if Pheramosa goes down, I get a free switch into something. That something could be Suicune, it could be Metagross, it could be Rotom. I can give them a free speed boost. If it's Metagross, I can also give it an attack boost with Max Knuckle. The idea here is this Tornadus is Defiant, so every time it takes a stat drop, which is very easy in a Dynamax-centered format, it gets +2 into its physical attack, which is nice. Normally you see Thundurus running around more often, but I figured let's surprise some people with what is normally a support mon. And besides, if you've watched some of my previous Series 9 videos, you know this is right up my alley because I did a G-Max Grimmsnarl team. So, that's the main idea. Boost Tornadus, get Tornadus to Dynamax, and see what we can do with that. We're Assault Vested, we have Facade in case we get burned, but that's the only real reason why Facade is on here. We have Airstream to boost our own speed, we have Max Knuckle to boost our attack, and we have Lash Out, which also doubles in power whenever, you guessed it, the user takes a stat drop. Metagross, if it comes as the Dynamax candidate, standard set, Iron Head, Ice Punch, Stomping Tantrum, Protect. And plus, the beautiful thing is, coaching goes through Protect too, so you can still get that +1 if you think Pheramosa is going down anyways, but you want to keep Metagross around. You can bolster up. If you protect and reduce the damage of a max move that would have been super effective, you get your weakness policy. And also we have Suicune, not Slowking, I don't know why I was thinking Slowking. We have Suicune with Bulldoze to self-proc our weakness policy if needed. And we can also get some speed control that way. And if Suicune and Tornadus are on the field together, Tornadus is immune to ground, so if I desperately have to reduce my opponent's speed, I don't have to worry about giving myself a speed drop, because unfortunately Defiant doesn't work when your partner is the one that gives you the stat drop. So yeah, let's jump into some battles and see what we can find for some opponents as we begin the campaign to entertain. Okay, we're locked and loaded. Let's see what we can get for this first opponent. Yeah, hopefully this works out great and not like the Sceptile team where I was like, yeah, let's use Sceptile, and then Mamoswine just stole the show. Let's hope Tornadus actually gets to do some stuff. That said, I won't be opposed to Metagross doing stuff, so let's see what my opponent's got. Let us see. A Regirock team, so Tornadus does not look great here. The Raichu could have Fake Out, it could Volt Switch. Okay. They don't have any direct, they don't have a direct Intimidator, but they could go for stat drops with that Galarian Moltres, which could be a problem. That said, my Tornadus has the Assault Vest. It can technically hit Regirock super effective, but I don't think this is a Tornadus Pheramosa. I think this is a Tornadus Amoongus lead. If I need to Rage Powder, I Rage Powder. Pheramosa doesn't look bad for the Regirock. I also have Lunge on it, so Rillaboom I have a means of hitting Rillaboom super effectively. So maybe we'll bring that, and we'll bring Rotom just to be on the safe side. And I think, all things considered, with the exception of maybe Cresselia, we should be fine. But we do have the Lash Out on Tornadus, so this shouldn't be too bad of a matchup. It could go either way, that's for sure. After all, the battle is just getting started, so let's see how this works. Let us see how we do this. Raichu and Moltres. So, Max Strike might not be bad, especially if I'm lowering Moltres' speed. At one point, what I thought about doing was, Max Strike's only a 120 off facade. What I was originally thinking was I could go for maybe the Raichu with the Max Strike, and if I Rage Powder, then if they're going for a Nuzzle, Amoongus takes it. Amoongus is already slow, that's not a big deal. If they're going for a Volt Switch to set off their own weakness policy, well, bonus for me because Amoongus takes that. I'm assuming Moltres Nasty Plots, which could be gross. Also, I would love to see my opponent's face seeing this Tornadus get big, because that's not something you normally see Dynamax. So here we go. The green genie, ogre, whatever you want to call it, the cloud ogre, has gotten big. Oh, they're just gonna fake out my Amoongus. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna get my Max Strike off. That's a good amount of damage to Raichu, especially since Tornadus is at neutral. If Moltres gets big and goes for an Airstream, I have a Kobe Berry to help my Amoongus. If it's not Safety Goggles, even better, because I can maybe Spore. They went for the Fake Out. Ooh, I got an idea. I want to Clear Smog. I want to Clear Smog the Moltres, remove its +2 special attack, assuming I can live this. If it's Max Darkness, it's kind of questionable. If it's an Airstream, I do have the Kobe Berry, so I might be able to live it. At -2, Moltres should still outspeed Amoongus, unfortunately, but weirder things have happened, right? And plus, Raichu should be slower than Tornadus now, so this Max Strike should be enough to pick up the KO. If Moltres goes for a Darkness into Tornadus, awesome, I get my Defiant. What I would like to do is get rid of Raichu and ideally get this Clear Smog. But if I get rid of Raichu, even better, because then I don't have to worry about paralysis at all. And then the Clear Smog also accounts for Safety Goggles too. So yeah, we'll get rid of Raichu, drop Moltres' speed again. So even if they go for an Airstream, it's kind of moot. It doesn't save them that much. Yeah, so there's an Airstream into my Tornadus, even better, because I am Assault Vested. So sure, they'll get a speed boost, but I'm going to remove their special attack boost. So all things considered, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. They're back to neutral. Tornadus should live whatever they want to do. Spectrier, okay. I think we go for a Darkness into Spectrier, and I think we Rage Powder with Amoongus this turn. I think that's the main idea. Spectrier is going to be faster than Tornadus. They shouldn't go for Snarl, but if they do, awesome. Nope, Shadow Ball. Okay, so I'm probably losing Amoongus, but I'm fine with that. Okay, so how much damage are we going to do to this Spectrier? Well, if that's not Focus Sash, that's gone. It's Focus Sash, which kind of figured, but at the same time, not the end of the world. There's the Max Darkness, so I am going to get my attack boost. And Amoongus hangs on, so... Okay. What do we want to do? I think, all things considered, if I go for a fly into Moltres, Tornadus should be fine. Because what I'll do is I'll Rage Powder with Amoongus, pull away whatever Spectre wants to do. Tornadus will fly up, avoid whatever Moltres does. So I'll lose Amoongus, but next turn I get to hit Moltres. So I think that's a pretty good play. I'm going to dodge whatever this Moltres wants to do. So whatever its third max move is, it's moot. Spectre's got its Grimnay, that's fine. I can come in with Pheramosa. Spectre doesn't have any speed boosts, so I can go Pheramosa and go for a lunge. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think we bring in Pheramosa. I think we go lunge into Spectre to pick up the KO, and I think Tornadus goes for Moltres, and we pick up the KO that way. Because after all, Pheramosa is faster than Spectre, it's faster than Moltres. I mean, Moltres has 2 speed drops into it, so I should be able to pick up the KO into Moltres here with Tornadus. They're going to go Protect, that's fine with me, unless they Protect with Spectre, and they don't. So we get the KO into Spectre. Tornadus is going to miss Moltres, but that's fine with me. If Regirock comes in, then I can just hit it with a superpower. So yeah. I don't think this is a bad situation to be in at all. Rillaboom, okay. Now this is slightly problematic. Okay, they might be able to KO Tornadus from this range with Rillaboom, but if they can't, I think we'll go Superpower into the Moltres slot, and I think we'll go Lunge into the Rillaboom slot. They faked out Pheramosa, nice. So this should... it wasn't quite enough. That sucks. Fiery Wrath could be bad here for Moltres. Unless they just went for a nasty plot. No, they went Air Slash into Pheramosa. That's fine with me. I have Rotom. I think I go Thunderbolt into Moltres, and I think I go... let's see, I'm +1. I'm +1, but I'm -1 defense. I think maybe we fly. No, we. I think we got a straight up attack. I think we go for another superpower into Rillaboom, and I think we Thunderbolt Moltres, and we go from there. Yeah, Protect makes sense. I could have got... You know what? I should have went for the Overheat and the Rillaboom. But, they didn't go for it. That's interesting. Huh. What are they going for? Are they going for knockoff? Okay, they went for knockoff into, Tornadus. That's fine. At the range their Moltres is at, I mean, they just went for Protect. My Rotom's going to be faster. I don't think Rillaboom can two-shot this, so I should be fine. My Rotom's faster than both of them, which is even better. So we'll get rid of Moltres, and then I can just overheat the Rillaboom. Ooh, okay, that was a crit. Okay, yep. That explains a lot. If that hadn't have been a crit, Rotom would have been in a more than sufficient spot. But all things considered, I don't think this is terrible. How many turns of grassy terrain do they have left? 2. I don't think Grassy Glide KOs from this range, so I think I'm safe to overheat. Yeah, so Rillaboom goes down. I think all things considered, I should have went for Rillaboom with Rotom on the turn that they protected with Moltres, because then I could have just applied pressure with Tornadus the next turn, because I'm pretty sure Overheat would have been more than enough to KO. But all things considered, it worked out in the end. Something to keep in mind going forward, but all things considered, I think it worked okay. So good game to my opponent. Okay, so we've got one win. It was a little questionable how I handled it, the end game of it, but it was a win. So let's see what we have for this second opponent. Tapu Koko and Regieleki. This team looks weirdly familiar to me. I think I ran into it when I was practicing with the Sceptile team with the Mammoth Swine. So let's see. Tapu Koko, that's faster than Tornadus. Regieleki, definitely faster than Tornadus. Also faster than Pheramosa, which is scary. They got the Regirock, okay. They got Milotech, and Spectrier. So, I think Amoongus might be good here. I could maybe put Regirock to sleep. If I can divert something away too, that would be wonderful. As soon as I get rid of Regieleki, I'm in a very good spot. I think maybe we go Metagross and Amoongus so that we can redirect. They got two electric types. That Hawlucha probably has Ally Switch and Electric Seed, so something I don't really want to deal with. I think we bring Rotom, and I think we still bring Tornadus. Pheramosa would have been good for close combat into Regirock, but everything else, it's not great. It would be nice to have had the option to go for coaching, but I don't feel confident, especially if they bring Regieleki out. So they're going to go Tapu Koko and Hawlucha, and I'm going to assume this is Electric Seed. Yeah, if this is Electric Seed, it's misfortunate, but I think all things considered, what I could maybe do is if they go Ally Switch, I could go for a Hailstorm into the Koko slot. I think Koko maxes here. So a Steel Spike wouldn't be bad either, because I can get a defense boost at least, but I think what I'll do is I'll Hailstorm into the Tapu Koko slot, and I think I'll protect with Amoongus, because I'm assuming Hawlucha goes for Ally Switch. So we'll go with that. If we hit Hawlucha with a Hailstorm, that's big damage. With the defense boost, it could be questionable because I'm at neutral. But yeah, if they go for an Ally Switch, Hailstorm covers to avoid a Max Quake. Plus, while Koko might be physical or special, it could also be this could also be a coaching strat for my opponent as well, because Hawlucha does get coaching. It's unburdened, so I'm assuming it goes for either coaching or it goes for Ally Switch. So we'll see. Hawlucha is definitely the one to try to get rid of first. Yeah, so they did go straight coaching. Unfortunately, my Hailstorm is going to go right into Koko. Okay, that's a Steel Spike. Okay. Okay, that's not great. So Koko's at +2, Hawlucha's at +2. That said, let's see what my Hailstorm can at least do. Next to nothing. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful, fabulous, spectacular. But it's a little bit of chip. That's mainly what I want, is a little bit of chip. Let's see. I have Rotom in the back, which is not terrible, especially if I can get a Steelspike boost into Rotom. I think we go for another Hailstorm. No, I think we go for. I think we do go for a Steelspike, and I think we pull. Amoongus out. Regenerator will give it back its HP. I can protect if I lose Rotom. Like, I can protect Amoongus and mitigate whatever Coco does for its third move. Body Press. Okay. And Airstream. Well, there goes Rotom, unfortunately. But I would rather keep my Amoongus healthy. So, we'll get a defense boost in the Metagross. It's better damage. Yeah, that's better damage. But I would rather be doing more damage. Do either of these things have a thing to hit Metagross super effectively? Not likely. Coco doesn't get any physical fairy moves, so I'm assuming it's Brave Bird, Wild Charge, Steel Wing, maybe Protect. So, do I think they go for coaching, or do I think they ally switch? Now, I think the Protect is pretty obvious on my Amoongus' side, but at the same time, I'm still thinking I might want to do that. But I do have the Cobra Berry. So maybe what I'll do is I'll Clear Smog into Coco and see if I can... If I don't pick it off with... oh yeah, they're going for coaching again. So... Okay. Yeah, they went for max lighting. That's fine. Metagross shouldn't live this. Oh yeah, the defense boost is really coming in good for us here. We'll go for the Hailstorm, get a little bit of damage into Coco, and then we're going to Clear Smog it. Whoa. Nice. Okay, Amoongus. Amoongus is the one that picked up the KO. I wasn't expecting that, but that's awesome. So, who's coming in next? Is it Regirock, Milotic, Spectre? Their electric terrain should almost be gone too, which is nice. Regieleki, okay. So they could Electro Web to get around Rage Powder. Okay. I think maybe what I'll do here is I'll double Protect to see what they want to do. Because the electric terrain will probably give Regieleki enough to KO Metagross with boosted damage, which I don't want to deal with. So that's nice, I get the dodge a taunt. And they went for Rising Voltage, okay. So if I can get rid of Hawlucha, I might be in a safe spot. So, here's the other thing though. Regieleki does have, doesn't have any speed into it. So if they want to go for the same thing that they just did, then that's fine. If they go for a taunt, perfect. I pull it away from Metagross, so Stomping Tantrum should be enough to pick up Regieleki here. I was just going to do it to Amoongus. A disgusting amount. That said, bye-bye Ilecky. That should be their last turn of Electric Terrain, because that was the last turn of Hail. Yeah, okay. So, I now have access to Spore, which is nice. Here's the one problem, though. I can't really get rid of this Hawlucha with Metagross. And I can't really do anything about Milotic. But I think we can switch Amoongus out. I have an Assault Vest on Tornadus. And so if they're using Coil and Hypnosis, if I time this right, I should be able to dodge Hypnosis with Fly and Protect. We're gonna go Body Press into Metagross. And that was enough to... Okay, of course that was enough. Oh, they're just gonna go Ice Beam, okay. I did live that, but that was a lot of damage. Which is not great. So... I think we... Okay, I think we Rage Powder. No, I think we Protect. And Tornadus is faster than Milotic, so I think we can fly here. So I think that's what we do. Tornadus... Good, they went for Amoongus. Tornadus, despite not having any boosts, might be able to pick up a KO into Hawlucha. And if this is where Ally Switch is, then now is the perfect time to play it. This Milotic doesn't have any boosts either, so I think I can maybe try to Spore it. That's a lot of damage for a resisted hit. And that was not nearly enough to get Hawlucha. That sucks. Okay. Unfortunately, that does really suck, because Hawlucha should be in KO range for Tornadus here, but yeah. You win some, you lose some, unfortunately. It wasn't bad. I could have, all things considered, I could have played this a little bit better. I could have maybe attempted to have spored the Hawlucha. I feel like they do still have Ally Switch on this, but I don't know. I think we go for a fly. If Hawlucha doesn't KO me, then at least maybe I can get a little bit of damage into it. No, that's a straight KO, unfortunately. So, good game to my opponent. Well played. Definitely got me beat there, unfortunately, but like I said, you win some, you lose some. Let's see what we can get for another opponent. Okay. It's fortunate, but not bad. Let's see what we can get for our next opponent. Yeah, all things considered, if I had brought Pheramosa, I might have been able to pull off the coaching strap, but I highly doubt it because of the Tapu Koko. So it sucked that I didn't get any good damage out of Tornadus, but hey, we got a match where Tornadus did awesome, and we did a match where Tornadus didn't do as awesome. So all things considered, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. For every pro to a strategy, there's most likely a con, and that was the con there, was I did not get any boosts, and I didn't get to take advantage of Dynamax on Tornadus. that said, we have found our next opponent. So, what do we got? Ooh, you don't see Togetic every day. You also don't see Galarian Darm in doubles every day either. That's cool. I like the Darm. That's probably Scarf, which means it's probably faster than my entire team. Gastrodon for redirecting water attacks. Ninetales is interesting. Snorlax is interesting. I think, all things considered, unless Galarian Darm comes, I think Tornadus and Pheramosa are a good lead here. They could lead Togetic with Follow Me support, but that's okay. I think I can bring Rotom-Heat to take advantage of the sun they're going to set. And I wish I had a Grass-type damaging move on Amoongus, but Clear Smog is handy. Clear Smog is very handy, all things considered. Nice thing is Torn outspeeds Charizard. It's a bad idea, but I think we bring Metagross in the back. My idea here is I want to get coaching off with Pheramosa. I want Tornadus to get big. If they go Togetic, I can go for an Airstream. If they don't go Togetic, I can maybe go for a Max Knuckle into something. Charizard and Darmanitan, okay. Now, who do I think they're going for? That's the question. I feel like an Airstream comes out of Charizard into Pheramosa. The question is do I think Tornadus can live an Ice type attack from Galarian Darmanitan? Pheramosa does have the Focus Sash, so I'm not worried. Like I said, Tornadus is faster than Charizard. Now, if this is Choice Banded Galarian Darm, that's very, very scary. But Darmanitan, regardless of which form it is glassy. So, let's see what they've got. I'm assuming this is Charizard, though. Yeah, it's Charizard. Okay. So, I get my +1 into Tornadus, and I don't lose Tornadus to a Scarf Darm. That's great. Well, Darm's not faster than Tornadus, so that's wonderful. U-turn, okay. Not the end of the world. Whatever's coming in is going to eat a +1. Ooh, Ninetales. Okay, so they're going all in with the sun damage on Charizard. I'm assuming Wildfire into Pheramosa. Maybe Airstream. Interesting. They're Focus Sashed on the Ninetales. Okay. So there's the Airstream into Pheramosa. Not wonderful, but not terrible either. Charizard's going to take a little off its solar power and oh, it's both Life Orb and okay. That's fine with me. So I think we Airstream into Ninetales. Or no. They've got a speed boost into their Charizard, but they could potentially max guard. So I think we Airstream, and I think we... Do I get greedy with the Nasty Plot? Do I get greedy? Or do I go Protect? I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to go for the Nasty Plot because I feel like Torn is the target if they don't max guard with Charizard. And attacking Ninetales is safer. So, no max guard off the Charizard. I wonder if they have... I doubt it. I wonder if they have Ancient Power on this Charizard. Because if they do, that's really bad for Rotom. But if they don't... Great. There's the Wildfire. I'm Assault Vested. I live. Do I think the Wildfire damage takes me out? Maybe. But I can go for one more Airstream, and I think Thunderbolt from Rotom should... Okay, I do live here, which is good. I needed to live there. Let's see. +1 attack, I'm +1 defense, I'm +2 speed. So, in theory, Airstream into Gastrodon should allow Rotom to outspeed Charizard at this range. So, let's see. They've got to get rid of Rotom because Rotom's a big threat to their Darmanitan. But if I get rid of Charizard, Metagross is free to do whatever it wants. So I think Gastrodon held on there with like 2 HP. Which if it did, that's misfortunate. Oh, they're still faster. They are still faster than my Rotom. I figured getting Rotom with the +2 would be enough to outspeed this Charizard, but apparently not. That said, bye Charizard. Goodbye. So I now have Metagross. It sucks that I can't get any speed boosts into Metagross, because if Darmanitan has Earthquake, Scald is... Scald... Oh, the Wildfire. Oh. That's not good. That's not good. Picking up the KO into Gastrodon would have been perfect here. Oh, right. Rotom. Rotom's fire. Wildfire didn't do any damage to it. Right, I forgot about that. That said, I have Metagross. They have their Darm. I can overheat into Darm and go for an Iron Head into Gastrodon. The boosted Sun is going to keep Scald weakened. And if they're Guerrilla Tactics, which most of these are, they're going to be locked into whatever move they go for. So at +2 speed on Rotom, I should be faster than this Darmanitan, I think. Yep, good. There. Darmanitan goes down, Rotom's back to neutral, and now I get the Iron Head Gastrodon. Which I also just thought of the 1 speed boost that Charizard gave Gastrodon, but that was pretty clean. It's a good thing Rotom got to hang on because of its typing, but yeah. And the cherry on the top of the cake, communication with the other player was interrupted. So that's great. Good game. I don't think you feel the same, but I'm gonna say it anyways to my opponent. Good game. GG. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching Defiant Tornadus get to Rampage. We got the coaching strat to work in the last round, or last match of the video, which I'm pretty happy with. And we got to tank a max special attack, Solar Power Life Orb, Charizard's Wildfire with our Soul Vest. Granted, it wasn't Fire Blast, because even though my opponent disconnected, I still got to see their team, and I can say they had a Flamethrower on that Charizard. So it's not like I ended up getting hit with the most powerful version of Wildfire, but it was a very strong Wildfire, all things considered, that they had Solar Power and they had Life Orb. But Tornadus is going to defy all odds. It has that Defiant nature, well, technically ability, but you get what it is. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I got the team on screen right here. This is mainly in my party, so a little change of pace from the generic battle spot music. So all things considered, we have to bring everybody but Suicune to at least one of the matches. It sucks about the second match, but my opponent played that really well. I'm very happy with it, all things considered. It's interesting tech. I hope you guys can learn from where I went wrong by seeing that. As for the first match, I think that was by far my favorite of the set. We got to see Tornadus rampage. Defiant got to activate, even though I didn't bring the coaching strat or stick to the coaching strat. But all things considered, I think all three matches were pretty solid. We got 2 good wins, and we had a pretty decent match for that one loss. And like I said, my opponent played that really well, so shoutouts to them. So I will see you guys next time with something new. Maybe it'll be Slowpoke team number 2 of 2 with Garbodor. I don't know. Might be something weird. But anyways, I will see you guys next time.